Wally, I've got a question for you. I want to ask you something, mate. Oi, look at me. Look into my eyes, not around my eyes, look into my eyes. No? Okay. He's not very helpful, is he? Well, he's been suffering a little bit because it's been flipping hot. Today is a bit cooler. You know, it's a bit overcast now. We had quite a bit of rain, actually, overnight. But, oh my God, it's been so flipping warm. And I know my friends in Spain and what have you, crikey, they've already been suffering with grand temperatures of around 60-odd degrees. Unreal. Burn your tootsies. That's it will, won't it, Wally? There's no walking the dogs in that temperature. No, not on the roads especially. They'd stick to the tarmac. Or burn their feet on the concrete. Either way, it ain't great. Well, there's a couple of phenomenons that's one's El Niño and the other one is the Gulf Stream, and in both cases they're not in a bad way, in a good way, not in a good way. No, are they, Wally? No. Well, El Niño is brewing in the Pacific, and it's raising the prospect of record-breaking heat. Now we've seen that already. Last week we had crazy temperatures over 45 degrees Celsius. That's nuts. You know, people have actually died because they can't manage it. Not just old people as well, young people. It just collapse. Well, El Niño climatic conditions brewing in the Pacific Ocean will strengthen throughout the year. Now that's worrying. Now we think it's hot now. You think it's going to be like in August. Now, there's an outside chance of a record-breaking event that will further turbocharge already sweltering temperatures, they say, around the globe. That's what scientists have been forecasting. And they don't always get it right, we know that. You know, things change. Sometimes, you know, governments have to mitigate. But I don't know how you can mitigate this. This is seriously bad, it really is. That along with the Gulf Stream as well. We're going to see, well, we're already seeing rising sea temperatures down deep. And it's destroying the kelp and what have you. Now, a lot of this vegetation that's down there, under the sea, it's carbon storage. So as the sea temperatures rise, it's going to release carbon dioxide. That doesn't sound like a good idea. It's one of the things that we have all been trying to avoid, carbon dioxide, you know, because it causes climate change and global warming. For our own interventions. But because of our own inventions, what's happening now, because of, you know, we haven't really behaved very well over the last few decades, especially over the last 100 years, pumping out greenhouse gases, whether it been from coal or now it's, well, other fossil fuels, and plastics and shit like that we don't really need. And as a result, we've got, we've damaged the planet's natural ability to maintain the status quo. You've got the Gulf Stream, which generally brings warmer waters from the south and up through to the north. Generally speaking, it warms us in the winter and keeps us cooler in the summer. So it sort of balances the climate. But no, we're not going to do anything about it. No, we'll pretend, we'll do token efforts, just so we can say that we've made a difference. We need drastic change. Now. And I think we're all culprits. You know, I buy shit I don't need. I'm sure you do as well. You know. We complain about, China not doing its bit regarding the environment, even though they've built more, solar farms than anyone. But also, we buy this stuff from there. If we stop buying the crap, well then, it cannot go affect China's economy. But aren't we funny? What good is having money, no matter what nationality you are, what good is having money if you can't flip and survive on the planet you're living on? That's nuts. We need utopia. That's what we need. You know, that little picture that Jehovah's Witnesses, they show you, don't they, when they come knocking on your door? Yeah. Or would you like the world to be like this? It's a beautiful picture of unicorns and stuff. Well, okay, not unicorns. But anyway, Niño, which has replaced a 3-year period of its reverse condition, La Niña, which typically cools the globe, will almost certainly strengthen throughout the year, with an 81% chance it will peak with a moderate to strong intensity between November and January, NOAA said. Well, there is a 1 in 5 chance that this event could be a historic strength, rivaling the major one experienced in 1997. It's 1997. Even if the record is not threatened, however, El Niños tend to elevate global mean temperatures, so I would not expect this event to be an exception, said Michelle Laares. She's a NOAA meteorologist. Well, the developing event has been closely watched by scientists as it's compounding the excessive heat spurred by human activity, primarily the burning of fossil fuels. And there they are, trying to hand out more licences for more oil wells. This is just the UK, obviously. You know, we need a global effort, obviously. We can't. It's not all on the shoulders of Brits or us in the EU. No. This is a world phenomenon. We need to be doing something. Yeah. We need to come together. And now we've got flipping Putin, depleted uranium and all that sort of stuff. And other toxins are in these flipping bombs, polluting the planet even more, destroying biostructures and ecosystems with tanks. So more than 100 million people in the US are currently under heat warnings, and there were scorching conditions felt across Texas and Southwest in recent weeks. And people are actually dying. They're just collapsing. They just can't cope with the heat. Now, through the cost of living crisis and the energy crisis through the winter, we were complaining and moaning because obviously, we couldn't afford to put electric in the meter or gas or whatever on the card, pay our bills. Well, the only option you're going to have here is to deal with this is some form of air conditioning. But air conditioning is really expensive to run. 7 kilowatt units, what have you. You have that run all day. That's got to eat at your electric bill, innit? So you never get respite. Whereas, if you pay, you balance it over the year. So your extreme costs in the winters paid for in the summer. Well, if you've got that bill all year round, well, it's going to be very costly, isn't it? It's already, expensive. So the developing Niño is likely to push the world towards even more record-breaking temperatures, scientists warn, as tangible impacts of the climate crisis continue to unfold. So we've really got to do something. Instead of whinging and whining about I'll just stop oil because they glued themselves to a road and chuck them in prison for 3 years. They're the ones that really, are sounding the alarm. This is, it's an emergency. It really is an emergency, but no, nothing will happen. No, we won't do enough. We just won't. We won't come together as the people of the world and actually, especially the Western cultures, because it's not, it's not third world countries, I'm sure Cambodia ain't caused it. No. It's us, because we keep buying shit. We keep wanting shit, we keep going in too many holidays and stuff like that, abroad and what have you. Oh, it's my right, yeah. So is manageable temperatures and air that you can breathe. Yeah. Because we're seeing marine life literally keeling out. Well, it's dying. Temperatures, they can't manage their temperatures, you see, like we can. Their temperatures managed because they're in the sea. When you get a certain depth, that sea is basically the same temperature all the while. But not anymore. No, it's increasing. No. They reckon if you dig down in the earth at so many metres, it's a constant 12 degrees. So they don't need the sort of... Fish don't have the means to manage their temperatures like human beings do. If you're sweating and what have you. Although I wish some people use deodorant. Anyway, it's time for me to go, so to tell But I think we all need to have a bit more conscious effort and do something. And if everybody made a difference, it would make a difference. It really would. Instead of having the attitude, well, what difference can I make? The thing is, we need to encourage others to make a difference. I don't necessarily think the tactics of just stop oil are the right ones, because I feel we should embrace people, you know, get people to embrace the problem that we all face. But no, nothing's going to happen. I just can't see it. I can't see people actually waking up. Do you know what it's going to be? It's going to be like a film, Don't Look Up. That's what it's going to be like. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. Because I do actually read the comments, but you probably already know. You've got Sport Channel, you do it on Patreon, the Pies of Coffee, and the links are down below. We've always got memberships as well. Oh, okay. Well, it's time for me to go. And, well, propagate some more trees, you know. Because we're planting trees on this piece of land here, and a piece of land over there. We're doing 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. We've already got about... We'll start planting again probably at the end of September, when we know we can water them. There's no point now, the ground's going to be too dry, although we had quite a bit of rain. But anyway, we've done about 400 odd trees so far. We've propagated at least the same. And we buy trees in different varieties and that. But yeah, if you want to be a part of that, there's a GoFundMe link down below where we'll plant a tree on your behalf. We'll chuck it in the ground. We'll make sure it lives. And I'll make a sign to go with that tree. And it could be in memory of a loved one. Or, pet, or just your name even, Anything really. As long as it's not too long. Mad Monk 33. Anyway, it's time. Well, it's time for me to go. So say ta-ta, so ta-ta. And have a lovely day.